Now, we all know Caleb 3 top favorite restaurants, all right? It's McDonald's, Popeyes, and he loved eating from that rib place. Now, Caleb, when he get on his McDonald's sprees, he like for me to go get him McDonald's all the time. And I was always being the one to go up there because my mama was getting kicked out of basically all the fast food restaurants, all the nail shops. So when he went to McDonald's and that lobby was open, I had to be the one to go get it. Now, I go up there this one particular time and everybody kind of knew of me already. So when I got in there, I'm like, man, shorty bad. It was a new girl working there. And I'm like, oh my God. But you could tell everybody was pretty much on her, like all the workers. I'm just checking out. Now, the manager guy, his name, we ain't gonna say his real name, but I'm gonna just say a piece of his name. But his name was Ra, right? His name was Ra. So I'm like, man, he come over there to me. He like, here go your order. I'm like, who is that? He like, who? I'm like, her. He like, oh, that's my friend. She a new worker here. I'm like, man, I'm like, y'all still hiring? Right? I asked him straight up, just so I could try to spit my game, right? So I'm like, y'all hiring? So he like, yeah, we hiring. He like, and plus you always up here all the time. He like, I can give you an application right now and you can bring it tomorrow, same time. I'm like, all right, cool. He give me an application. Now, at the time, I was done with the real place. I'm working inside the mall now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'm going to fill it out and bring it back tomorrow. Now, boom. I gets home. I give Caleb his McDonald's. I go in my room. Boom. I'm filling out the application. All right. I'm going to make sure tomorrow, same time, I'm going there. Boom. The next day came. I went there, gave him the application. He definitely got me. So boom, he ended up telling me I got the job, ended up putting me in the system and everything with Gucci. He tell me the next day when I work. He like, look, you're going to work on the weekend. I'm like, all right, cool. So he started training me a little bit, right? And I was working with her. I found out her name. Her name was Charlotte. Oh my God. She had those great eyes. She was my complexion. She had like medium-sized hair. She had my attention. Just put it like that. She had my full attention. And anytime that I saw a chick, I wasn't good with trying to holler because I'm so used to them hollering at me. But I will make it known, like, I see you. You feel me? Like, I see you. So, boom. He's helping. He got people helping training me to work. So I'm getting a little bit down packed. I'm a little nervous. They got me at the window. I'm kind of scared because everybody can hit me on the headset. So I wasn't fully comfortable there yet. So as days started progressing, I started getting comfortable. I started, you know what I'm saying, working a little bit more longer. I started, learning how to drop the fries. So they was putting me on fries a lot, right? So boom. He was making a casual joke. It was time getting ready to close the lobby. So Ra like, yo, we going out tonight? He like, y'all, let's pregame. Now he was a feminine guy. He was like very high yellow, light green eyes. At the time he had like curly hair. He was very tall, but he was very feminine. But he was like not feminine like wearing girl clothes, but he was embracing like, tight jeans, he was comfortable within himself a little bit, right? So he talking to everybody. So he like, yo, we got a pregame. So I'm sitting there steady dropping fries. Like I'm on my last order so we can clean the fries, the grease thing, right? So he like, yo, we're going to pregame it now. They getting ready to clock out to go home. And leave the regular workers there to do all the cleaning, right? Because they was like shift leaders, supervisors, and things like that. Boom. He goes to the car. He comes back. He like, Charlotte, you got the orange juice? You got the orange juice? So she said, you know I do. B, you know I do. B, you know I do. So boom, they got the big thing of orange juice. So I'm looking, he dips off, right? And when he come back, it's like several cups with orange juice. So in my mind, come on. It's me, the life of the party. I know what you're doing. And I know dang on well that it's not a McDonald's beverage. All right. Boom, I'm still playing it out. So Charlotte like, yo, so we still on for the night. Now, this is normally every Friday, they having this conversation that they're going to kick it on the weekend. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at checking Charlotte out. I'm like, man, she's so bad. She like, oh, I got to go to the car. She like, I got me something to, something to chief, right? So she dips. She like, I'll be right back. So she leave her drink. So I'm getting done. I'm like, hey, Rod, you want me to do anything else? Well, he like, oh, make sure you pull the garbages. He talking to me. So I say, what you got in the cup? He like, oh, some OJ. I'm like, I'm not gonna say nothing. He like, some OJ. He like, but I'm gonna need you to take out the garbage. Straight treating me. Boom. I start pulling trash, right? So I grab the lobby trash. I come back to him. I'm like, hey, Rod, can I holler at you for a minute? He like, what? I'm like, cause he was the type like, don't ask me my business. So I was like, hey, the new girl. He like, my best friend? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you think you could put a word in for me? He like, no. He like, I do not get in other people's stuff. He like, y'all can hook y'all self up because I don't want to be the one to help y'all break up. So, y'all got to hook y'all self up. I'm like, I'll pay. I tell him, I'll pay you. He like, do you not know how many people try to holler him now? I was there when I was seeing like customers, people from the drive-thru, everybody calling her beautiful, everybody telling her to keep the change. She was definitely gorgeous and smart. So he like, I just don't want to have nothing to do with it. So boom, Charlotte come in. I'm like, all right. So boom, I go throw the trash, right? I throw the trash. I come back. So I'm at the kiosk. I'm about to get ready to clock out, right? So he like, you want to come out with us tonight? So I'm like, tonight? He like, yeah. Now, look, I had a curfew. I'm already getting off late. My mama wanted me, and she ain't going to sleep till I get up in the crib. But I ain't finna let my new friends know that. No, I'm not. So I'm like, yeah. He like, do you want to go and go change? I'm like, no, I just take off my shirt. I got an undershirt underneath. Now, at the time, the dress code was a McDonald shirt, a black shirt underneath, and like black pants, just regular black pants. The shoes I always kept, no matter how I work. Like, my shoes stay fresh. I don't care if the flow greasy, if we dealing with milk, I'm going to keep mics on my feet. So I got mics on, boom. So all I got to do is just take off the McDonald's shirt. Yes, I'm going to be smelling like a restaurant. I'm going to be smelling like fries, but I'm out there with Charlotte. Now, at the time, it's 3 girls, which includes Charlotte, and it's Rod and his friend. All right, boom. Now, we kicking it, all right? So we go to this little lake. We having shots, right? They had got liquor. So we having shots. So he like, dang, we getting low. He like, let's go back to the liquor store. Because when I say he can drink, he can drink. So boom, we go back to the liquor store. He like, hey, here. He like, here go the money. He like, can you run in there for us? Now, here's the deal. I wasn't 21. So I'm like, no. I'm like, I can't go in there right now. He like, why come you can't? I'm like, all right. I'm like, what you trying to get? He like, get the same thing. Now it was Ciroc. So I'm like, all right, I got you. So I'll go in there. I'm like, can I get some Ciroc? Dude say, you got your ID? I'm like, oh, I left it in a car, right? So I act like I'm going to go put the bottle up, but I see somebody. I say, hey, I'm like, can you buy this for me? So he looked, I'm like, you can keep the change. He like, all right. So he bought it for me. I was by the door. He gave it to me. Boom. I leave out. Now, they thinking I bought it. But I just got out the jail. That mean the Lord want me to... Look, I got out the jail. I gets in the car. They cracks it open. We head back to the lake. So Shauna like, ooh, we need to hit the club. And so Ross say, everybody in here grown, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm grown. He like, all right. He like, yeah, we can hit the club. He like, I might need to stop at my crib, at least change up real quick. She like, yeah, me too. So everybody was going to go change. But besides me, I just knew better, right? So I was like, I can wait in the car. So he like, you sure you don't want to change? I'm like, no, I'm good in this. He like, I'm finna change. He like, cause you'll never know who eye you gonna catch. So boom, they all change up. We get there, right? We get there. Now in my mind, I'm trying to scramble of how I'm gonna get inside this club. But just maybe, I can get inside this club with no ID, because I'm gonna be with my friends. We gets in the line, so they all pulling out their ID. So I'm just like, all right. So we get up there. So they like, hold your arms out. So now they checking us. And then they like, hey, let me see your ID. So when it got to me, they was like, let me see your ID. Especially you got a baby face. So I'm like, I think I left my ID at home. So they look, they like, you what? I'm like, I think I left. He like, so you knew we was going out to the club and you didn't even remember that you didn't have your ID on you? Now Ra is mad.